I think I see where it's going with this one, E.
What is up, everybody? Happy Tuesday, and welcome back to Puck It. I am your boy, Walmart Mac Miller.
What's going on, guys? My name is Sweatpant Jesus. Forgot to turn my light on. There we go.
Hey, I am Stoned Betts.
And I'm Gretzky Betzky's.
We have our newest addition to the show. We'll have to update our banner on our intro video there to make sure we get you in there. So welcome back, man. Happy to have you. Happy to have you here now going forward. Thank you guys for joining. This is brought to you by Betting News, so please go check us out on Twitter. Follow us on Twitch. We do a lot of cool giveaways. At the bottom, you'll see we got a promo code for one of our good friends at Betalytics for 30% off. If you use code BNews, you'll see some of their stuff, I'm sure, as the show goes on. What's going on, boys? How we doing? Coming down to the end of the wire here, end of the season. What's up, Chewy?
What's up, Chewy?
What's going on, man?
What's up, man?
Home run king prop right now.
I know, dude. Literally, that guy is on fire on the diamond.
Yeah.
I have never seen so many hits.
Nice.
Someone hit so many home run props in the first 4 days of a season. It's insane, crazy. I'm good, man. I'm good. I was saying to you guys before, like these massive slates, especially when all these games really matter, like really kind of makes my brain hurt. So it's kind of hard sometimes to dissect all the different spots you want to play. But I think we all are kind of either in agreement on stuff, or we all kind of have different leans, which is why these shows are great, because then like you don't have to do all the work yourself. You can just come in and like listen to everybody talk and then feel good about what you're placing. So
yeah, man. Definitely.
Yeah, no, with college basketball over, you know, that brain's off for a while now. It's all NHL now for me. Dove into the hockey lab. It's funny. I wrote down 5 plays, and the only one I've bet so far is the one that had a bunch of question marks next to it.
Interesting.
Nice.
Yeah. So we'll see how tonight goes.
that's always good. We've got a new viewer in the house. Let's go. Thanks for stopping
What's up,
by.
man?
Hey.
Appreciate you
What
being
up, Adam?
here.
All right. So for some of you guys that are first timers here, we like to do a little icebreaker. We play a little game. We'll kind of go around today. What we're going to do is we're going to go through should we use the little video here? All right, so we're going to play what we call cash or trash. So last time we did some we did some retro jerseys. Thought the reverse retros to get you guys' thoughts, what you were thinking. But now we're in the playoff spot, so let's talk about some of the people on the brink. So we got 2 people from the East, we got 2 people from the West. So first team up, Sabres, guys. If you had to hold the ticket right now for a future on them, are you cashing that thing, you think, or are you ripping that bad boy up? They have 7 games left, so they have about 2 games in hand for most people. Some 1, but most 2, and they're 5 points out. So 14 points to grab, 5 out, about a game or 2 in hand. What are you guys thinking?
Is this a future to win the cup or make the playoffs?
No, just make the playoffs. Just to make the playoffs. Just to make the playoffs.
I'd probably keep this one. You know, there are a few. They haven't played as many games as the other teams in front of them. You know, the Panthers or the Islanders. So, you know, if all those teams are at 78 games, they could all be at 87 points. Sabres are right there in the hunt. They need some things to go their way, but I'd probably hold on to that one for at least another game or 2.
Yeah, that kid Levy they pulled up, the goaltender has been really good.
Right.
And I mean, this will be his 3rd game in a row, and it's only his 3rd NHL start. So obviously you have no idea if it's just kind of like magic moments for him right now or what. But he's looked really solid. And did you see his post-game interview the other day? No. They're asking him was like what his favorite part of the game against Toronto was or something. And he's like talking about how intense the 3rd period was and how they were managing to get shots on him, and he loved it. And like his confidence was going up every time he was able to stop something. And yeah, he just seems like a good kid. And, you know, he's got to be high right now on just like the pro experience, finding some success. And this has been a team that's been a goaltender away from looking really good. So if he can hang on to this and Florida continues to have some goalie issues, and obviously Pittsburgh has issues up and down the lineup. One night you get one team and one night you don't. You get a completely different one. Yeah, they may be able to do this. It's going to be tough, but
This is a good point in chat, which is kind of like what you just talked about. I mean, this game tonight is going to be huge, I think, this Panthers-Sabres game.
Yeah.
In Florida, this will probably be – I mean, we've already got Mark Lyle, who knows college hockey really well, so he's been following this kid. But, I mean, this is probably the night we're going to find out if this dude's for real, if this team is – if they're going to really push for it or if Florida's just going to blow him away. The over-under is 7.5 for this game, plus 124.
Crazy.
I mean, it's the Panthers at home, but still,
I know.
I would, for me, I'd probably, I mean, for the purpose of the game, I would hold on to the ticket, but I think that they're going to fade away near the end. I don't think that they have what it takes to get to sneak in, personally. But like you were talking about before we went live, Tage Thompson's playing tonight. He's back. They're going for it. I mean, there's no doubt that they're going. I mean, Rasmus Dahlin's one of my favorite players in the NHL. Kind of a Roman Josi-esque type of player. Had a kind of really hot start to the season, kind of plateaued a little bit in the middle. But I mean, if he can get going, like you said, Betzky, this team they can cause some problems. But I'm gonna, for the purpose of the game, I'll keep the ticket. But they don't have my confidence.
Yeah.
So say if Florida loses to Buffalo, obviously, and then Pittsburgh loses to New Jersey tonight. I mean, they're still 2 games back, and now they're only like 2 points back from Florida and 3 from Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting. Yeah,
wild last week.
Yeah,
I need them to win tonight, big time. The Sabres, but that's for my bias, of course. But that's my concern. Florida wins, and we're right in the thick of things. But yeah, I mean, I'm with you guys. That kid Levy, he put egg on my face the other night. I really thought that the Rangers were going to put a pounding on them, and that did not happen at all. So I would hold it. I would definitely hold it. I think they have a chance. I mean, everything's close. Got some good teams.
We got a fucking Kiwi in the house.
Oh, hell yeah.
Is it like, it's probably the morning. You drinking your morning coffee, bro? Let's go.
Yeah, welcome.
Literally the morning.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna go. we got a few different ways that one's gonna go, but I would keep it as well. Sorry, I have my new setup here. I can't seem to control my mouse. All right, so let's go to the next one. This one we also kind of just mentioned, and it's the Panthers. So why don't you start us, Betzky, because I know you like them.
Yeah, I love me some Cats. I mean, obviously, we teed this one up. Tonight's going to matter a ton for their playoff hopes.
Yeah,
I mean, Pittsburgh winning and Florida losing. Oof, I mean, I don't know if at that point Pittsburgh will have it. They won't have it locked up per se, but things are going to get tighter and tighter. But Pittsburgh's schedule is not the nicest looking thing. I just don't know if you can trust any of their goalies right now. But same can be said for Florida. I know they got some home games coming up, and that's usually a big boost for them, though. It's funny, riding a hot goalie and riding streaks at the end of the season seems to do teams well. Florida's been kind of up and down. They got called out by Keith Tkachuk the other day, and then I think they won their next 2. But I mean, this game's going to be huge for them.
Oh yeah,
it's funny. I feel like I almost have more faith in Buffalo because if they get a hot goalie, they can ride that. Where I don't know what's going on in Florida. I know Wines is back in again tonight. Bravosky's been sick, I believe, and missing games because of that.
Okay.
Has he been sick or is he like?
I have no idea. Yeah, I didn't. I could be wrong. He may have played last game, but I know for 2 games previous, he's been sick. Yeah, somebody just pointed out Sam Bennett's been injured and not in that line. The lineups have just been like shuffled around almost every other game, but they're still squeaking out wins. So I want to see Florida in the playoffs for betting purposes. I mean, shots on goal purposes. If any of those games go to overtime, everybody could have 5 shots.
Yeah,
but and I think it'll just be a little bit more fun with them. I don't know if I feel better about them than I do Buffalo.
It's tough. I mean, I'll even go next actually because it's so close, and obviously I have a lot invested in it in my heart and soul. But I'm a big believer, and I said this on the surgical stream last year because I held futures tickets for the Lightning to beat the Rangers, and It's because in the playoffs, at least, and when I preach this then and I'll preach it again, experience beats talent in the playoffs. And that's why I think the Penguins may actually be the ones to get that second spot. I like to think automatically my team gets the other spot, but I would hold on to this Panthers ticket knowing my team in case that they learn nicely slip right out and then the Penguins and the Panthers make it. So I would hold it myself.
I mean, we're gonna know by Saturday pretty much whether or not the Panthers are going to be in, because they got Sabres today. They've got the Senators at home on Thursday, the 6th, and then their next game is they have a back-to-back and they play in DC. They play the Caps, and then the game after that they played Toronto.
Okay.
Those are all tough games. I mean, the Caps maybe not as tough as it could be, but it's in DC. It's a tough place to play. And all those other teams are good teams, even though it's at home for them. So I think we're going to find out by Saturday whether or not the Panthers are going to be in. If they drop 2 of these 4 games, it's going to look kind of dicey, I think. I mean, I also believe that like the NHL wants the kid in the playoffs. Like they don't want Crosby not being in the playoffs. Like I know that's like, you know, that's not super valuable, but like if he's close, if it gets to the point where it's a possibility, like I do feel like that's going to get baked in somehow. So I like the Panthers too. Like you said, Betzky, which is a good point for betting purposes. I really want to bet on all these shots on goal guys as long as possible. Especially in the playoffs. Like these playoff series are so fun to bet on for that as well. So I'm gonna hold on to this one. I like this one. I would like this one a bit better than the Sabres personally, but yeah, that's me. That's just me.
Stoney.
I'd hold on to this one again through tonight. And see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen in this game tonight, but yeah, I'm going to hold on to both those tickets at least through tonight. See it through.
So I know that the Islanders' magic number is 91. We have Tampa Saturday or Tampa tomorrow, and then we have the Capitals after that. So, and then we play. Who the hell was it? It's somebody not nice, and then we end up with the Habs at the end. It's going to be interesting because if we get 2 out of 4, I like to think the magic number doesn't change because the magic number is supposed to be based off of all the scenarios, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll find out.
I can tell you one thing before we move on, that I would not touch Panthers minus 196 tonight with a 10-foot pole.
No,
I wouldn't even put that in a parlay. I could see the Sabres winning this game outright. I wouldn't touch that.
I just looked at Pittsburgh's schedule. It's not the first 2 games of their last 5 are pretty bad, Devils and Wild, but then they got Red Wings, Blackhawks, and Columbus to close out the season. So
fuck me.
If they can win,
they can pull those 2 out.
If they can win at least one of them,
right?
Yeah,
pick up an OT game or something.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, NZ.
No, I'm looking at it's the Lightning, the Flyers, the Capitals, and then the Habs. That's what we have left. But I like to hope that we hold our own fate. But just because it's very fitting, always have to show it. It's there every show. All right, so let's move to the West Coast. Calgary Flames.
That's a good point.
Calgary Flames. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
They're 2 points out, 5 games left.
I'll go first. I hope that they don't, because the team that we're going to talk about next, I hope that they make it. But they've been playing really well. I think they're kind of getting hot at the right time. I don't know. Something about me tells me that the Jets are going to sell somehow. And I think that the Flames kind of sneak in, and I kind of think that I won't sell who we're going to talk about next, but I think that the other team in this situation might sneak in there too. But that's a little bit of a homer pick for me. I would keep this ticket for sure. I think that the Flames have what it takes, and like I said, they're playing a little bit better right now. And I think they can get the job done. So I keep it.
Mm-hmm. What about you, SB?
I'd probably cash it out of spite, maybe burn it in flames. Ironically, I've struggled betting on this team all year, and I actually disagree with SPJ. I don't think the Jets sell. I think the Jets do find their way in. So I would probably get rid of this Flames ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in. Cash it in flames. I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the puns going, and I think Calgary's gonna stay hot. I think
Hey,
they're just
there it
heating
is.
up right now. Huberdeau's got 8 points in his last 10 games, or he has a point in 8 of his last 10. Those lines are just fitting a little bit better. It seems like they're finding some sort of chemistry. Markstrom still isn't back to what he looked like last year, but he's able to win a little bit more games, or at least keep them in more games. They've won 3 in a row. I think it's 4 out of the last 5, and then their schedule is Blackhawks tonight. They got the all important game against the Jets on what does that be? Wednesday.
Yeah.
Canucks, Preds, and Sharks. So this is one of those teams that they can actually maybe steer the ship the way they need it to with a couple big wins here.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, they got to imagine them losing tonight.
Yeah.
They're not going to, but
that Jets game tomorrow is going to be crazy. That will be the one to probably determine what's going to happen with these two teams.
Are they both playing tonight?
the Jets,
Jets aren't playing tonight.
Jets don't play tonight.
Yeah, tonight's huge.
Yeah.
Huge. Minus 450. What could go wrong? I would probably get rid of it only because I'll go ahead with the puns. They've burned me so many times
Oh
this
my
year
God.
on SMGs. I really didn't even plan to do that. It just oh man. All right. So this team is a hot topic, at least amongst one corner of this screen, and will be a hot topic for the rest of this show, I think. We got the Predators. All right, should we let the homer go first? We'll let the homer go first.
Absolutely. Let them go.
I have so I honestly can't even believe that we're still in the playoff hunt. I'm shocked. It's been a shocking last 3 weeks. I can't believe that we're still here. We're literally playing a bunch of rookies and AHL guys, and we're winning games. I don't understand. They're going to flame out. This guy's keep the pun going. That's pretty good. I'd hold on to the ticket because it's probably pretty juicy if you do have it. I unfortunately don't think that we're going to make it into the playoffs. I would love it. It would be so electric. We've got some guys that are young. I kind of think that this experience that they've been dealing with over the last couple months is going to be fantastic for them next season as they progress. But I don't think it's going to matter for them getting into the playoffs. And if they do, they're probably going to get swept like they did last year in Colorado. So, I'd keep the ticket, but I don't have incredible confidence.
What about you, SB?
Getting rid of this ticket. I straight up don't think they're going to make the playoffs. But I might contradict myself later in the show. But don't think they're making the playoffs, so I would get rid of the ticket.
How about you, Betzky?
Yeah, I can't keep the faith much longer here. It was fun while it lasted, but big improvements to all those kids that are developing for the team. So things could be pretty exciting in a couple of years here. Like a small retool for Nashville. They may have some nice pieces. Cody Glass has looked really good. Tomasino has looked really, really good. I don't know. That team's going to look a lot more dangerous when you pop Duchesne, Yossi, and Forsberg back into it, and Ryan Johansson. So
healthy. Yeah.
Should be interesting next year. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Luke Evangelista too. Don't forget that guy.
Yeah.
That guy's a baller on skates. He's awesome.
I'd keep it just for you, SPJ.
Thanks.
Let God take the wheel on that one.
Thank you.
Otherwise, I mean, from what it looks like, they got 6 games left.
They also have a terrible schedule. Their schedule is
Mark Wall just dropped it.
Yeah, their schedule is atrocious. It's awful. That Jets Flames game to finish the last 2 of the season is just. Hopefully, it can get to the point where those games matter.
Yeah.
But the ones before it, I mean, they got to play the fucking Wild, the Canes. I was saying before we got started that hopefully a couple of these teams have either locked in their place and they don't really have anything to gain from these games. So maybe they maybe don't push as hard as they could so the Preds can get maybe a cheeky win or something. But yeah, tough.
Yeah, I mean, as we know with hockey, and it's probably the thing we love the most about it, is we don't sit players. Goalies may get sat, but I mean, it's very rare, even coming into the playoff time. And you can look at Boston as a perfect example right now. They haven't sat a person, and I don't think they will. And they have nothing to prove. I mean, they are light years ahead of everybody, waiting at the number 1 seed. And that's just not how hockey rolls.
Nope, for sure.
All right. Well, that was the last one. That was good. So SPJ, why don't you go first? You want to get into we'll get into the little POD segments.
Yeah, I'll drop my PODs. I've got two. Actually, it's a good segue for what we just talked about. I'll give my shot on goal prop first, rather than actually, you know what? Fuck it, I'll do it the other way around, just because we just talked about this game. I like the Predators tonight. I'm not gonna. I'll kind of say a little bit because one of these other guys also is on this game too. So I'll say something and then I'll let him say something. Because my logic is not very analytically based. My logic is simply the fact that they have to win this game tonight against VGK. They're at home. Also, this line makes negative sense. I'll let Stoney talk about it a little bit more because we were talking about it earlier today. But I really don't understand why the Preds are not more heavily underdogs in this game against, VGK, the much better team. I'm just going with my gut here. I think the Preds get the job done at home. I like the plus 118. I'm just gonna if they burn me again, they've burned me so many times, one way round or the other. Either I bet against them and they win, or they bet with them and they get blown out. It's gonna happen again tonight probably, but yeah, I like them to at least get to near the end of the season and still be hanging around. So I think they get the dub tonight. Especially also VGK on a back-to-back. They played an overtime shootout game. What a crazy game with the Wild yesterday too. That was painful if you had a Wild money line ticket, which I did. I know you did too, Stoney. Yeah, perfect.
Yep.
It was a pain.
They sold
rag, brother.
Shout out, Fruity.
35 seconds.
Yeah, I was looking and I was like, "There's no way they lose now."
I was rooting against them in overtime.
Yeah, I saw your tweet. That was funny. But my shot on goal prop for today is Adrian Kempe over 2.5 SOGs is really, really juiced. It's like minus 198 on FanDuel right now. So I just went ahead and bumped it up. I went to the over 3.5 or 4+ for plus 130. The Kings are playing the Oilers tonight. Huge game in the Pacific Division. Both of these teams are separated by a single point. They just played a couple nights ago, and the Oilers won 2-0. Kempe's had 3+ SOGs in 6 of his last 8 games versus the Oilers. He's had 4+ in 5 of his last 7 versus the Oilers. He's had 5+ in 4 of his last 5 versus the Oilers. He's also had 5+ in their last 2 games. He had 5 last game, and then he had 8 the game before that. I really like this look a bunch for the latter option as well. I mean, 4+ is plus 130, 5+ is plus 235. He's had it in 4 of his last 5 versus this Oilers team. As we know, they bleed shots. So, and this game really matters. I think there's going to be a lot of shots in this game. I think it's going to be a pretty aggressive playoff style game. So I really like Kempe. The over 2.5 is maybe a good lay piece, minus 198. So juicy, but yeah, that's me. That's I got Kempe and I got the Preds.
Love it. 2 good games. We got a lot of close implications. That's why this is the best time of the year.
Indeed.
It's up to ATM bets. What's going on, man?
What's up, man?
Betzky, why don't you go next?
Yeah. So for my side, let's just stay in the Kings game. I love Kings money line tonight. Getting plus money on that. Edmonton's been hot. They're 9-0-1 in their last 10, but Kings have been right there. They're 7-2-1. Like mentioned before, this is a huge game. This is probably a playoff preview. Right now, Kings are at 100 points. Edmonton 99. Both have the same amount of games played. Kings at home, I'll take it for plus money. The other big thing here is if Kings win, they will take kind of the season split between the two teams. So they've won 2 and lost 1 against the Oilers so far. So if they take this, they kind of get that mind tease going into the playoffs, if you will. So I think there's going to be a lot of motivation to play a hard playoff-like game here. I think these two teams match up really well, and I like the Kings' size a little bit more to just kind of force Edmonton to play the way they want to play at home. So,
love it.
And then for the shots on goal prop play, I love Konechny shots tonight. Right around plus money. Over 3.5, he's had 5 shots in both of his games since he returned from injury. I kind of laid off, just wanting to see how he looked. His shot attempts are crazy right now, and he gets a great opponent of St. Louis, who are 6th worst against shots on goal from right wingers. So no way I'm not going to try to jump on this choo-choo train before it officially takes off.
Nice. I was surprised that he even came back.
I know.
With them eliminated, he really doesn't want to risk an injury with the season he had. He's really looking good. But hey, I mean, maybe he's not as injured as we thought.
I was thinking it may be that he has a contract coming up, but he's still got 2 more seasons after this one. He has a chance to set a record for himself for most points in this season, but he's like 6 off still. So it's probably going to be tough to do it, but maybe he wants to try, even though he has way less games played than that season. He had like 4 points or something like that, if I remember correctly.
Gotcha. It could be it, but yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised when I saw he was back the other night. He was on my fantasy team, and I dropped him the other day or last week or something like that. Cutback Mac, what's up, brother? What's up, man? All right, so let's move on to you, Mr. Stoney.
Let's do it. Well, as far as the side goes, I am also on the Predators. I got them at plus 120 on PointsBet. It looks like it's actually up to plus 125 on PointsBet and DraftKings if you want to go get it now. SPJ kind of talked about it. VGK's first in the West. The Preds are fighting for a playoff spot. VGK's beat them twice already this season. I'm not sure why this line is so short. I think VGK should be closer to minus 165. Maybe it's a back-to-back. I'm not sure. I'm going to take the bait, put on a little bit of a contrarian hat per se, and I'm going to take the Predators money line. And if I get burned, I get burned. That's just the way it goes. Joshi's out, Forsberg is out. All these guys are out. Why is this line so short? Doesn't make sense to me. As far as a prop goes, I'm looking at the points. Sebastian Aho, over half a point. It's at minus 155 on DraftKings. This hit at 57% on the season. 3 of the last 5, 6 of the last 10, 15 of the last 30. Versus the Senators in his career, he's played 15 games. He's got 15 points. He had 2 points in the game this year. He's had a point in 3 of the last 4 versus the Sens dating back to last year. And he's had a point in 11 of 15 versus the Senators. He's playing with Marty Nikas and Martinuk on his line, so he's probably going to be the number 1 scoring option. So I like him to get a point. His goal was listed at plus 105, plus 115, a little bit over even money, and his assist is at plus 185. I'm probably just going to stick with the points. It's juicy, I know, but, we're going to throw it in a lay anyways. But if you want to get cheeky, goal and assist are both there for plus money. He might get both. Who knows? But as far as a lay piece go, I do just like over half a point at minus 155.
Nice.
I just took a peek. I don't know who's starting for Ottawa. It's Marilanian.
I haven't seen a confirmation on that either.
Who's never played a game if it is.
Is that it, Living? Huh.
Spittin' Pickless, what's up, brother?
No idea who that is.
Yeah, no idea. So, yeah, I kind of
like it even more.
Yeah.
That's probably why that goal is not higher.
I was going to say that makes
money.
sense. Like barely plus money.
Nice.
Go Preds.
Right, so,
go Preds, baby. When you texted me that earlier today, I got so bricked up. I was so excited. But you're right. That line makes no sense. I really don't understand it. If it's a bait situation, give it to me. I'm gonna get.
I don't normally bet that way. Line doesn't make sense. That's not really me, but had to tonight. Yeah. If we get hooked, we get hooked. Take the bait.
All right, I'll go into mine now, and I guess I'll do my prop first because it's in that game.
Wow, we all fed into each other. This is crazy.
Yeah, right. So I played this last night as well. Jack Eichel to get 1 assist or 1+ assists, plus 116. He's hit it his last 6 games, and he's hit it his last 4-4 and 4-6 on the road. So as we've said, this is going to be an interesting game. I mean, I don't know. They're, if not the best, one of the best teams on the road, VGK. I think they are 21-9, if I'm not mistaken. I just pulled it up here. 25-7-6, rather. They're averaging 3.27 goals a game. Just need him to get a goal. I'm sorry, a point.
Dang.
Jesus Christ. Somebody.
No.
Yeah, thank you. Nashville does rank 12th though for goals allowed. 15 for power play goals allowed, and they bleed shots. I mean, they rank right in the bottom. So I don't know who's going to win. I know you guys are all over the Preds, but I'm on them to get an assist. That's all. I think they're going to at least score one goal. I mean, he got it last night in the third when they tied the game to force overtime and make my heart bleed. But yeah, that was that one. And then I'm going with a ballsy pick, the next one, and it's Devils and Reg. I mean, I know these teams very well just because they're in my division. Pittsburgh, listen, they're going to come out. They're going to come screaming. I don't think the Devils, they don't want to show any weakness right now. I know they're young. They have a great goalie starting tonight. I mean, they don't want to lose that spot to the Rangers, which they possibly could if they continue to slip a little bit. They're in no matter what. Don't get me wrong. But like we were saying before, hockey teams don't rest people. They don't seem to really kind of give up down to the end just because they've clinched. So, I mean, again, they need to keep that distance. They're 21-13-4 at home. The Pens are 16-17-5 on the road. I always butcher his last name, but is it Vanacek? Is that how you say it, or Vanacek? Is the Devils goalie. He is starting tonight. And I just, division rival, I just kind of see them coming out there to just outplay them, keep their spot, maybe even try and keep them out of the playoffs to give them a nice little see you later. So those are my two picks for today.
I love that that's a homer pick. That's like a homer pick that's not your team. It's like a homer pick for your team,
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right, so shall we cook?
Let's cook, boys.
Yeah. Let's
do it. Yeah, this is definitely a good. This is put this up on the screen. Squad ride with me and Stoney. Preds money line, baby.
Preds money line. Let's do it.
What could go wrong?
What
could go wrong?
Well, I hate to say it, but the last time we did our size and total lay, we fully reversed. So maybe we keep that out of there.
So we did our sides and total one and we reversed, but our props one almost cashed.
Good.
Yes, we were 3 for 4 on that one. We were really close, which honestly I kind of like all of our props again today. I mean, I feel like that it could be a good, just like, we don't have to overthink it too much and just throw all these guys in and roll with that,
Yeah, we could do that.
What's up, Beards?
So should we go right to the lotto?
Well, let's is it, I mean, I'm not making the executive decision. I do like everybody's sell jobs was good. I like all the reads. I like all the plays. I don't know. There was this other one in chat which I liked, which we could maybe discuss, is Dougie Hamilton against Pittsburgh. Over 3.5. That was a decent look, but I haven't had a chance to properly peep that. But
load up right now.
That is
got really good history versus them.
Yeah. Maybe for the lotto, we could put that in the lotto.
Yeah,
that looks good. 5 or 6, right? I mean, from what I'm seeing I think we're probably looking at the same thing, Betzky, you and I. I mean, he only had one his last game, but prior to that, 5, 6, 5, 4, and 5 versus them.
Yep. I almost like it more that he just missed too. Sometimes that starts to feel a little sketchy.
I love that.
And his last game too, he just missed.
Yeah.
I like that too. 1, 4, 5, and 5 too. So that's that. I mean, I don't hate that at all.
Also, I have a free $25 bet, and I'm putting it on whatever we feel most confident in today. That's how that's going. So
just building this right now, and we'll see what it comes to. Sorry if I go on mute. It's because my dog's probably going to go insane.
What's going on, Hovey?
Hovey, what's up, brother?
Favorite Leafs player tonight. Interesting. Nylander, O'Reilly. You guys got any thoughts on the Leafs game? You got any guys in that one? I mean,
I like Matthew's shots. I wasn't crazy about it at first, and then I took a look at who's on his line, and I don't know who's going to be taking the shots on that line. It's like Yarncroke and Bunting, so I think you'll have plenty of opportunities. Marner's on a stacked line with Tavares and Nylander, so maybe one of those guys for over 1.5 points too. That's kind of how I'd play that. Riley's been good against Columbus, but man, he's been tough this season. Yeah, I like Bunting 1.5 as a parlay piece a lot.
I mean, another good parlay piece has been Alex Afalo. He's been automatic. He cashed me the other night. All right, so the 4 picks comes to plus 1506.
Really?
Yeah, we got Aho over a point, minus 158. Konechny over 3.5 shots, -102. Kempe for 4+ shots, +130. Eichel for 1 assist, +116. If you're using FanDuel, go down to the assist. Don't do the 1+. You get better odds if you go down to it.
So just because, can we make Kempe the 2.5? Because I would absolutely hate myself.
That one's still plus 970. So
yeah,
that's
rules.
That's still plenty.
I think that still pays. I mean, I think he's gonna. I love him for the lotto too, but I would hate to have him have 3 and like sell. That would be such pain.
There's a 4-leg 40% boost on DraftKings too, which just seems like it's screaming for me to use for this.
Use for this.
Yeah,
this is how this is gonna go, man. Yeah, I do like. Yeah, all right. So I like it, guys. I don't even think let's not overthink it. We got really close last week. And I mean, Pierre-Luc Dubois decided to be Michel Kwan for us. He quanned it up.
Believe that. That was probably the piece I felt most confident in too.
It's always the way, man.
I know.
It is
always the way. It's always the guy that you have like, the most confidence in that just goes out and does nothing.
Sebastian Aho at 2.5 versus the Senators.
I was going to say, I like that. I'm a little more confident in just his point, but I like his SOGs as well. I mean, he'll be the number one option on his line, so he should be ripping.
He's been playing well too. All right, so I'm going to book the 4-piece.
So it was one more time. It was Aho for a point.
Connecting shots.
Let's go.
3.5.
Hey, we appreciate you, Frozen Penguin 36.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming through.
I love it.
The fellow penguin says thank you. You guys can see. I have one on my arm.
Got a little penguin, even though you hate the penguins right now?
Yeah. This one's not like the one on Betzky's hat, so that's okay. It's different.
I realized after we started talking, I'm like, shit, I'm
why?
It's a sick hat.
You wear a Rangers hat.
I know.
It's a sick hat. Eichel for an assist. I swear to God, Inzi, if the Predators win 5-0 and Eichel sells this,
now he's probably going to take him out.
No.
Do we want his point or assist?
I feel like maybe his point. I mean, it's -250, but
yeah. I don't know. I took the assist. I mean, obviously the point is going to follow with the same, same stats of how many times he's hit it naturally. But
all right, just
for
full transparency purposes, because I'm putting a free $25 bet on this, I'm doing the point for the -215. Just so you guys know, it's plus 625.
That pays.
I'm doing the point too because I'm using the 44% boost on it, which puts it at 103.8.
Okay.
There we go.
Like it.
Dang. All right, just make sure I haven't fat fingered any buttons here.
Yeah, God.
Because I do that sometimes.
Oh, I do it.
Chef T, dog. The show's called Puck It, brother.
Actually, all right, for Chef, I didn't fat finger.
I feel like he just does it intentionally.
All right.
I love you,
So
Chef.
I have a lotto and it has some NBA plays in it. I'm gonna read it off and then we won't talk about NBA anymore. But I really like this lotto.
Or ever again. Sorry.
Chef. So this is for you, Chef, and anybody else in chat that likes to just roll with. I put $5 on this, so don't go crazy. It's Adrian Kempe, 5+ SOGs, plus 290.
Mucho love to that.
Yeah.
Sorry. You can keep talking. I just want to make sure UIWK knows that I see him, and that is a hell of a pick.
That he likes that. Well, we can put it in the lotto maybe.
That's what I was just gonna say. All
right, so I got Kempe 5+ SOGs, Steph Curry to hit over 5.5 threes, so 6+ threes. Kevin Porter Jr. from the Rockets for 4+ threes, and Mikal Bridges over 31.5 points, and that comes out to plus 13,659. $5 pays $687.
Whew, sheesh.
I really like that a lot. So that's the last we'll talk about the basketballs in these parts, but yeah, really
we got another Matthews SOG support. I like that as well. Oops.
Matthews SOGs. So we all right. So should we cook our lotto, our icy lotto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa! I don't know if this is the man himself or not.
Oh,
I believe it is.
Is that Fruity?
I think it is because I think I recall seeing this picture
On his little thing.
trolling Trent on Surgical Stream sometimes.
Look at this.
I think
look
we
at this.
all think we all
Alright.
may have to personally book this just because.
So 38 plus, does that mean Carolina's going to shoot 45 and score 7 or what?
Yeah, it's one of my clients. Oh, Stephen Furdy.
So
Wait, so this is like insider trading.
yes.
He might shut them out on 40 shots.
Wow. All right. Well, Sebastian Aho over a point. Here we go.
All right. So are we rolling with Fruity? Are we rolling with the?
I mean, I think we should all take that as a personal trade.
Yeah, that's a lotto in itself. Plus
I was about to
900.
say plus 900.
bro. 45 plus is plus 1500. If you want to get real spicy,
Ooh,
Oof.
just saying.
I can't do it.
On FanDuel, you can't do it.
No, I can't.
Oh, you can. I see. Okay. You can. You can. You just won't.
I can, but
I got you.
All right, so maybe
38 plus.
it is a good lotto piece though. 38
What?
plus is plus 390.
I mean, shit. We can just do the 35 plus for plus 200. We don't have to get greedy.
I
That's true.
agree.
You know.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm down for that. Hopefully, one of those goes in and it's Aho banging. That's how that works.
there we
There you
go.
go.
So plus 200 for Maryline saves.
Yep.
He has, look at this here, just so
Holy
you guys
shit.
know. 5 units on the over, 2 units on the 31 plus, 1 unit on the 35 plus, half unit on the 40 plus. Could be a dono, but really like the spot. It's either a dono or we'll see you sipping Mai Tais tomorrow, brother.
Probably that one.
Probably.
Yeah,
If it-
right.
I mean, if this lotto rides with him getting 40 saves, then we're chilling. But I do like the 35 plus or plus 200 to get us started. I feel
Yeah,
like that's a
I
good
like
one
that too. Against the number one shooting team in the league.
Yeah. What about this Matthews look? You guys talked about it a lot, and I mean, how does he do against the Jackets? I feel like maybe that could be a good laterable option.
I think he's hit like 4 of his last 4 versus them.
Or we could go back. We could go back to yeah.
I mean, they weren't this year, but 7, 11, and 5. He gets just a few. Yeah, he does own the Jackets.
Should we, 7 plus is plus 245. We'd have to go to 7 to get
Do I
there.
feel comfortable with that high of a number?
I mean, it's Matthews. Usually, if Matthews shoots, he's gonna fucking shoot 8 times, or he's gonna hit 3. You know, like I feel like he's one of those guys that either just soars over or is not gonna even sniff the
Yeah,
number.
that's true. At home against a team like this too.
Yeah, I feel like he's been on a mission to kind of right the wrong of his kind of stinker of the first half of the season too. But
Yeah, exactly what you just said. It looks like he may have a chip on his shoulder too.
Fuck it, let's do it. I'm convinced. 7 plus 245. If you guys want to get real cheeky, 8 plus is plus 415. Just saying.
I'm gonna go with the 7.
Same. Me too. I'm just reading out what's listed.
So I feel like it's only right that we take somebody from this Florida game. I don't know if we take Skinner. I don't know if we take Verhaeghe.
Well, before we go to that one, because I do like that too. Should we do Hamilton against the Penguins?
sure, it's like plus 100.
Mm-hmm.
If we did,
For how many? 5?
I mean, 5 is plus 168, 62. Unfortunately, 6 plus is plus 320. But he owns the Pens. What are his actual numbers against the Pens? I know he's had 6 a couple times.
His last 5 is 1, 5, 6, 5, 4, and 5. That's actually 6.
Let's do 5 then.
5? All right.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I'm down. Okay. 5 plus 162 for Teach Me How to Dougie.
I mean, I don't think any of us would disagree with that. Reinhardt over 2.5 tonight. I think that's a great look.
Oh, Jeff Carter. Back to the Carter wagon.
No, he means Carter Verhaeghe.
Hard for Higgy.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I always call him Carl. So
It's
that's
also
probably-
not Jeff Carter. It's Jason Carter. I always call him Jeff Carter for some reason.
Oh, I thought it was Jeff.
That's
There's a hockey Jeff Carter.
Yeah,
It's
there is.
5 for Dougie.
5 for Dougie.
Plus
Yeah.
162.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking about Zucker, not Carter. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I switched names in my head. My bad. So I guess we should probably touch something in this Florida game, especially with how much we talked about it and like these, they both are going to be gunning to win.
Right.
Panthers at home.
We don't have alt shots or saves for Levy.
That's a
I was
bummer.
hoping we could get that.
That would be sick. They know. They know.
They know. I don't know if he's confirmed yet.
Oh, that's probably why then.
It'll come
Verhaeghe's
up.
coming
It'll
off a
come up like right before it starts.
Yeah.
Is that who you? Is this who you're talking about? Oops.
Yeah.
Oops.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Sabres. Goalie.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
didn't catch
they
it,
don't
so
have
I
it.
just kind of said who.
They don't have it. They don't have it listed.
Reinhardt goal against his old team.
Ooh. What's that? Ooh.
It is
140.
Okay, plus 140. What's I kind
I
of
like Skinner.
I was thinking Verhaeghe, man, because he's been
I know.
fucking ripping.
He's like, we got to take like at least 6.
6+. Jesus.
I mean, Skinner for 5+ is plus 210. Somebody in chat had brought this out. I forget who it was. So whoever you are, please say that was me.
It was the UI week.
But,
UI
yeah. So I mean, he's had 5, 3, and 6 against them just this year. I mean, you know what though?
Tage is back though.
I'd say Tage is back. Yeah.
But you know what though? I was literally going to say that, but on the flip side, Tage was playing in these games. He's only been hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. We don't have to go with him. It's just
I don't mind it.
It's definitely the sneakier option rather than picking which Panthers player to choose.
That's where I always get stuck.
All of them. Yeah.
That's where I mean they're great for a same game parlay, but like that's where I always get stuck with that. I don't know how.
This
Tage
is
2+ points. Ooh.
I was looking for Tage SOGs. You can't ladder them. They've got his 2.5 at minus 178, but you can't do 4+, 5+.
They don't have him on anything. Wow.
You know, I love that Tage 2+ points.
Yeah.
Coming back, I think he's still like fighting for a record of the most points for somebody above 6'7" in the league.
Really?
There's some like tall dude record he's trying to set.
That's fucking amazing.
And if they're trying to fight for this playoff spot against Lines, who's like a career backup, I don't know. I mean, as long as he's supposed to be on the top line,
I wouldn't. If he's playing, he's got to be on the top line, right? You'd think.
Yeah,
You'd
I'll pull it
think.
up right now. Let me pull up Daily Faceoff real fast.
Has he?
Him on the top line.
What's
They
his?
have him on the top.
Inner and tuck.
What's his like record? Like, how has he done against the Panthers? Has he had some point games? So Marco was pretty sharp with these.
Tage?
He had
Yeah, Tage.
3 points last game on 3 assists, and then nothing the other 2 games this year. And a point in both games in April versus Sabres last year. 3 games and nothing. So
What book are you getting that on?
yeah, is that FanDuel? Is mine just not updated?
No, mine. I'm getting the same thing.
I don't have him either. I've only got Skinner and Tuck and Donnelly.
I don't have the multiple point option like you guys, which sucks.
That's a bummer, man.
yeah,
Sad
that's
feeling that.
It's all right.
I'm glad that we Bet 99 up in Canada land. See, you and Bet 365, man, you guys get to have so much fun.
I was gonna say I love that number. 5+ plus 224.
Yeah, it's a good
Rooting
one.
for you.
We got some Stoney love in chat. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, T-Rob? How you doing, brother?
Let's put this one like on pause for just a second, because I feel like that maybe we can find one more, but if we don't, we can just come back and like settle on that, because I feel like there's some other games that we could maybe discuss and at least another option. But
yeah,
I mean, this Oilers Kings game could also be something we target somehow. I mean, I don't know what I don't want to do Kempe because I've already got him in other stuff. I mean,
about Larkin.
Dylan Larkin?
Yeah, he's coming off 5-1, 6 and 4, and against Montreal 3 games this year he's had 5, 7 and 4. I mean, they bleed shots. You got 2 teams who got nothing to play for other than to get attention.
5 is plus 230.
So there's two like levels of thinking here. Like, do we stick with games that the games matter and we're thinking that like they're gonna be playing harder, or do we stick with games where they ain't playing for shit and they're just trying to have some fun and shoot a bunch?
Be sloppier, yeah.
I like the first. I don't know about you guys.
Well, no, I mean I think either argument is good. Like, or it's not really argument. Like either like targeting option is
Perspective,
either perspective works. It's just like I can't decide if I would rather put my money on guys in games that matter to then fuck up because they're not shooting because it's more playoff style hockey, or if like the games that don't matter and then they just skate around and don't do anything, and then I'm like, God damn it, why did I put my money on these guys that aren't doing anything? You know,
I would like to go with that game actually that you mentioned because I think for lotto purposes we got way more options. I mean, can we take
the Kings?
The Kings and the Oilers? Like, can we take multiple goals? Because I can't. Son of a bitch.
I don't want it to get swept under the rug that Dylan Larkin's going to have 7 SOGs tonight and score 2 goals. I want that to pin that part for sure.
That's the way it goes.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Trying to see.
There's got to be something in. I mean, McDavid's always a good, but he actually like doesn't shoot as much against the Kings. He scored 4 of his last 5.
You know who shoots a lot against Edmonton? Kopitar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
His probably 4+ is probably juicy as shit for him.
It is.
I was looking at Zach Hyman
plus 340 for 4+ for Kopitar.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, he's had 4+ in what 3 out of his last 7 games. So it's
and then
there.
he's had it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of his last 14 versus Edmonton. A lot of those are playoff games, but
I'm looking at the wrong.
He went through that stretch in the playoffs last year where he just like was ripping the puck, and I bet on him every single time, and he hit, which was great.
Yeah, but he loves playing Edmonton for some reason.
He's only had more than 4 shots twice in the last 30 games.
Yeah.
Which is
that's why it's plus 340.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I was looking at Hyman, right?
Okay.
He's only, I don't know what his line is on there, but he's had 5 and 8 his last 2 against them this year. And then the same thing with the playoff familiarity with each other's teams, I guess would be a better way of saying it. What is he? He's at plus 225.
I don't love his shot attempts though. I'd be more willing to do like Iafallo at.
Wow, you ain't kidding. He literally is either perfect or he is not anywhere near there. Yeah. That's a good call.
Because I know you were writing, like you just mentioned Iafallo, Betzky, and I know NZ you brought it to our attention last time. But what's the does he usually go well over the? Because isn't his line 1.5?
No, it's Iafallo. It's Iafallo. 4 shots plus 240. He's had 6 in each games against them this year. All the playoff games. I mean, he's crushed. Levy got confirmed. He had 4 just his last game and 6 2 games ago, which was against Edmonton.
Yeah. Should we just do the 4+ for Iafallo then?
Oh wait,
what do you guys
think? If Levy just got confirmed, I would do his saves too.
As long as he doesn't get pulled. Imagine they score 4 goals in the first period. I mean, if he continues playing how he's been playing, he's going to play the whole game. But do they even have is their backup even like a viable option for this game?
I don't know.
Probably if it's I forget how do you say his name?
I can't remember who it is.
UPK or whatever. The lines aren't there anyway, so if we want to lock this in now, I like that Iafallo look.
Mm-hmm. Let's roll with that. For this, I doubt he would get pulled.
Yeah, I think they'll probably just let him.
It's got to figure it out somehow. Yeah. All right, let's do the Iafallo then, just so we can have something. But don't let that go amiss, guys. That if that does come out like 2 minutes before puck drop, then
we should add him.
Yeah. All right, so 4+ for Iafallo.
Yeah, we're at 4 picks, but only at plus 91.19.
That's okay.
If you put in that, if you put that Tage 2 points, it's 35,000.
See, that's where we're looking to be.
Juicy, dude. I mean, we did ladder a couple guys down, so we did Hamilton 5+, and I mean, I'm down to hit a plus 9,000 lotto.
Absolutely.
But to get even juicier, if you want to add the Tage 2+ points in there, that's or if the saves, if Levy saves comes up, that could be a good add as well.
I think I like Kale McCarr at 5 shots too.
You're like in my head. I'm literally looking at that game right now, and I'm like, there's gotta be somebody. Yeah, I'm like, there's got to be somebody in this game that is a good look.
He's at 5.
I didn't like McKinnon.
5-6 versus the Sharks the last 2 games. The one game versus the Sharks this year, he had a goal and 3 assists and 5 shots. Last 5 games, he only had 2 shot attempts last game, but then he had 9, 8, 6, and 8. I don't know. Just a thought.
We talked about McCarr a little bit last show that like he's kind of Betzky, you were kind of talking about it, how he's like finally kind of stepping it into gear a little more.
A little bit.
Kind of lines up with that.
I think it's actually your boy, Nishkushkin.
Oh, Valerie. I love that guy.
He's got 4.55, 4 and 4 in his last 5. He only had 1 against the Sharks this year on 2 shot attempts. He's only averaging just under 4 shot attempts a game versus them. It's going off of 4 games, a 4-game history, so it's not like it's a lot of data, but I don't know I don't know that I sit on both sides of where it's like, he's not been hot. But then on the flip side, when we ride those like extremely hot guys, sometimes it's better if we catch a guy who's coming off.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the 4-geyser, the plus 991.19, because it's also a palindrome, which makes me happy. And I'm going to put $9.09 on.
Yeah, of course you.
Wait, you got to put.
Wait, no, $9.19.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Right?
$9.19. There we go. I'm putting $9.19.
I think I have to too.
On the palindrome of the plus 91.19, and that pays out 383.11. There's a lot of really good numbers in there that feel like it's gonna. I'm gonna lock it in before the numbers change because I don't want to.
Numbers are speaking to me.
Wait, and how much do you put it in for?
$9.19.
I'm in.
And how much does it pay?
807. Oh, it changed. 870 or 847.30.
No, you had said 300 before. I was like, we're not looking at the same thing right now.
Oh,
I was like, his mind says way more than that.
I just said the wrong thing.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. So that's Maryland saves 35 plus. Matthews 7 plus SOGs. I swear to God, if Austin Matthews figure skates tonight, I swear to Jesus.
I know.
He's going to. You know, he's gonna get his fucking two. He's gonna get his 2-2 out, and that guy is gonna be
Brian Boitano.
I can't wait to send the Michelle Kwan gift later. I'm so excited. Dougie Hamilton 5 plus SOGs plus 162, and then Alex Iafallo 4 plus SOGs for plus 240.
Nice.
Yep. Any Penguins? We didn't really mention any Penguin players.
I got
Jersey's
burned by
good.
him the other day.
Yeah, I've thrown Letang into the freezer at this point, and his volume's not there. Maybe we'll thaw him out in playoffs if they make it. It's not happening right now.
Thaw him out with the Flames we talked about earlier.
Yeah. Just put them next to the Flames if they stay hot.
There you go. Wow. Yeah, that game's gonna be a tight one, man. I don't know. I have no idea. I mean,
yeah, they're shooting like crazy. It's just
who?
Yeah, they are. They are annoying. They need to lose more. That's really the problem.
Who is the most poverty?
Sorry. Go
Flames. Flames,
well,
Stars,
Pens.
Stars, or Pens.
The Flames arena was flooded a couple years ago. I don't even think this is a question, right?
I was gonna
they're legitimately.
I mean,
broke. They're
have
definitely
leaky
poverty.
roof. Yeah.
I mean,
no, fuck the Stars, dude. The
I
Stars.
was about to say fuck the Pens, but that's that's a bias. I mean,
can there be? There's a D here of all of them. That's who the most poverty is.
I have a funny feeling Fruity's response is the Stars. I don't know why, but
I think
that's
Fruity
my
hates the
guess.
Flames too. Honestly,
Oh, okay.
I hate the Stars just because I'm a Preds fan, and the Stars can lick it. But that's just
they're in Dallas now, and I feel like there's like a curse every time they go, like they lose or some shit like that. Maybe it was just Chelly or something. I don't know. I feel like one of them had said that like every time we go to the Stars game, they lose, so just fade us. And I was like, okay.
Easy.
You know who my least favorite player in the entire NHL is? Jamie fucking Benn.
Oh man, he's great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was D. All of the above. Yes, I mean if you want to throw an honorable mention in there, that my poverty Preds fit into that category too.
Well, I can't even talk.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
but
we're
is he
beyond.
at least
We're not even truly NHL quality budget yet.
Bro, at least your
Yeah.
team doesn't like win games that they're not supposed to and make you think that you're going to be good, and then shit the bed against teams that they should win.
It's happened before.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. And Rudy is a Ducks fan.
Yeah.
Where
I mean, these guys do that to me all the time.
Yeah.
Exactly what he was saying. They win games they shouldn't. They lose games they should win. They break hearts. Getting emotional. Oh man!
All right, gents, should we get out of here?
I think so.
Let these fine people enjoy their evenings.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate it, guys. Again, this is sponsored by Betting News, so go check them out on Twitter. Go check them out on Twitch. Give us a follow. We appreciate it. Yes, love you right there, Frozen Penguin. Sorokin is a stud. That's a great way to end this. We hope to see you guys next week. Stoney, are you having Stoney Circle tomorrow? Getting the pitch in? Or
yes.
no?
Tomorrow,
Yep.
Stoney Circle,
right.
4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Eastern. We're talking Masters, baby. Masters weekend. We're talking golf. I have a big old pamphlet that I've been studying, getting down to it. So I am going to hopefully press the right buttons tomorrow and have a good weekend on the course.
Let's go, man.
We can also talk about some of your golf bets that you put together tomorrow on Betspresso on Thursday.
Yes, sir.
Which will be because that's when it actually kicks off, is on or tees off, I guess would be the best way to say that. But
kicks off.
Yeah.
Tees off.
Yeah.
Guys, go follow all these gentlemen up here. Everybody, if you're not already following everyone on Twitter, give everyone a follow. Betzky, love having you as our new guest,
new
co-host.
Yeah,
man. So nice
dope.
having you here. And super excited that everybody was in chat. Thanks for stopping by, guys.
Yeah, man. We will see you guys next week.